Niles, the scene of one of the most horrible murders up to that period of time. The husband came home, murdered his wife. By the way, these pen and ink sketches were part of the newspaper article.
Can you hold those up so you can see them?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
My assistant will be the holder-upper. Our Willa. Her name is the top one on the stone. A week or so before, he had bought a straight razor at one of the local hardware stores, and he had haggled with the hardware owner about he didn't want an expensive razor, and it ended up that was the murder weapon. After he slit his wife's throat, he killed the two daughters and the baby son. There's the third one. See if I could come out with my notes. The crime scene was discovered by a sister of the wife at about 5:30 on Christmas Eve in the evening, and from the evidence they suspected that the murders had taken place early that morning. Now, it's ironic when they notified the Trumbull County coroner, they also notified the press. So the first people that come traipsing into this murder scene were reporters and the coroner and some local officials here. So the reporter got a first-hand account, and the reporter said the pencil is an insufficient vehicle to attempt to present the view, but there were 5 corpses in 2 upstairs bedrooms in this house. The children were 7, 5, and 2. And you can see that the wife was, well, she was born in 63 and she was killed in 89, so she was 36. This is what the reporter wrote and the paper published. In those days, they didn't leave much to your imagination. You got all the gory details. The floor and the carpets had partially absorbed the blood, which had flowed like water. There was blood everywhere. The throat of each had been cut from ear to ear, and the mother was almost decapitated. His first victim was the wife, who after the struggle was dragged from the bed. Her almost severed fingers and the nearby razor told how vigorously she had resisted. The innocent babe was sacrificed next, and then the 2 girls in the next room. Now, I don't know how they knew that the baby was killed next and then the girls, but that's what the reporter wrote. These out of the way, the monster stepped to the bureau in the same room, and with the aid of the mirror's reflection, deliberately gashed his own throat. So after killing them, he committed suicide. The looking glass was deluged with blood, as was the bureau lamp, which was yet shedding a flickering and ghoulish light at midnight last night. Staggering back to the other bedroom, he fell across partially the body of his wife, and he had purchased the murder weapon for 90 cents the previous Saturday at the local hardware store. Just a reminder, there he is.
No.
Jacob Shelar, the father, was in the 171st Ohio in the Civil War. That outfit served as guard duty on Johnson's Island. Boy, I will have something to pick up, won't I? Out in western Ohio. His big claim to fame is that he saved William McKinley and Joseph Butler Jr. from drowning in the river when they were young boys in school. You tell that story at the... you don't.
We go both ways on it. We don't know whether it's... We've heard both ways. It's a old wives' tale, and...
Well, it's written up by Butler in his book, and of course Butler is the man who created the Butler Museum of American Art down on the YSU campus. But supposedly he rescued them.
And actually,
for some reason, the son who was the murderer is listing as having died in 1890, but he actually died at Christmas in 1889. Why they put the next year on there or not, but you can see how far he is away from where his family is buried, way over on that other side of the cemetery.